Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Go, 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 go. The Bills make me wanna. The Bills make me wanna. Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Go, 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 go.
Pizza, pizza.
The Bills make me wanna.
Wow. What's going on, guys? Wow. That's I'm usually super pumped up to start the show here. But man, we started off on a sour topic. I just got a text. Oh, dude, it's devastating. I just got a text from one of my old neighbors. Man, she said that one of our other neighbors, who I was not really close with, it's not like we hung out and shit like that, but man, he just told me that he had cancer spread through his body and he's only got about 4 weeks left to live. Wow. So, wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry to start the show this way, but I literally, just as I was hitting to go live with you guys, I got that text. So just crazy, just absolutely crazy. That's life, though. That's life, man. That's why I'm sitting here with you guys. That's why I'm doing this shit. You gotta enjoy it while you can. This guy couldn't be. He's the nicest guy I've ever met in my entire life. Worked out, really, really good shape. Probably early 60s, and man, couldn't be nicer. One time I had pneumonia, and this guy is outside struggling getting his mower up in his landscape trailer because he used to mow lawns on the side. And I saw him; he couldn't get it up there. Him and his son, they couldn't get the mower up there. Just needed another hand. I'm all fucked up. I run out there. I give these guys a hand. Just beyond thankful. Beyond thankful he was. He shows up that evening with a 30-pack of beer because I ran outside and helped him with his mower. Man, to find out that he's going to be passing away in a few weeks here, that's really tough, man. I hate that shit. I hate hearing that shit. Great guy. Wow. All right, so fuck it. Let's move on. We got Bill shit to talk about. Eli, what's going on? Dustin Lines. First comment. Hey, man, Dustin, where you been, dude? What the fuck, man? David, this music sucks. Okay. Hussein, that's why I haven't been to the doctors in 20 years. I hear you, man. It's not really good stories. David, sorry, tough stuff. Sorry, bro. Yeah. Hey, I've been, because most of you guys know I have my own landscape company. which is why I'm doing this shit, because I'm trying to get out of the business. The landscape business is doing good, but it gets old quick. Boy, I can't even remember where I was going with this. Tough story, bro. Yeah, no. But I was mowing this guy. I mean, I won't say his name just for privacy, but he was. Man, I'm super distracted now. I'm sorry, guys, but man, I mowed his lawn for him for free for the year, just because I'm not a piece of shit. This guy, he's a great guy, and he was in a time of need. And the last thing that this guy who's working on his health needed to worry about was me mowing his lawn. And his son came out the last time we were mowing, so I thought something was up. I thought he hadn't been doing well. And his son, manly dude, bald, muscular, a guy's guy. And he said, he came out and shook my hand. He goes, thanks for everything. And he started crying. He got all emotional. He said, thanks for everything. And I was like, wow. Man, I feel so. It's not a tough story for me. It's tough for that. He's really a great guy. So look at me. I'm fucking getting emotional here. He's a great dude, and it sucks to hear that. Man, it really does suck to hear that. I feel for his family because he's a great man. Sorry. Nobody here knows who he is, so we'll move on here. Wow, that's crazy. Fuck. All right, let's talk Bills. Let's talk Bills. Hey, we'll go from something a little somber here to something a little amusing for you guys. Dustin, so on to the Bills. How about where we at with Zay Jones trade? We called it months ago, the Twitter thing and his dad. Yeah, man. Yeah, we've been calling it for a long time. I personally, we'll get into it. Let me tell you guys a funny story here. Wow. Whew. I apologize, guys. So, so I picked up my son from school the other day, and I have 4 kids, okay, my oldest son. You guys are finding out. You guys are finding out about the G Show tonight, boy. Goddamn. My oldest son is from a previous relationship, right? And he was actually born when I was 18. And so I only have him. I have split custody. I have my other 3 kids with my wife now full time and everything. So I try to get my son as much as possible. So I'm picking him up from school the other day. He's 9 years old, and he last year started being really into football. So I'm always talking Bills. I'm taking him to games. It's awesome. Your 9-year-old, your oldest son, into sports, into Bills. Beautiful, right? I'm driving him home from school because he's about 25 minutes away from me. Driving him home to our house, and he starts crying. He starts sobbing, crying. And I go, Ryan, what's going on, bud? What are you crying about? He goes, I can't tell you. I can't tell you, Dad. I can't. And I'm thinking something traumatic happened. I'm thinking he swore at his teacher. He hit somebody. He shit his pants or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm thinking, oh boy, this is not going to be good. So I go, Ryan, look at me. I'm not going to be that angry. Whatever you got for me, I've gone through it all. I can take whatever news you got, bud. Go ahead and hit me. And he's sobbing, crying, face is red. He's grabbing his chest. He's all nervous. He goes, Dad, you sure I can tell you? I go ahead. Come on, tell me. What's going on, bud? He goes, I like the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs, Dad. And I start dying laughing because I thought it was something really serious about school, about home. Something happened in his mom's house. Something happened. And he's sobbing, crying. He was so afraid to tell me that he liked the Chiefs. So afraid to tell me that he liked the Chiefs. Dude, I could not believe it. I thought it was hysterical. But he's got a guilty conscience. He's a good kid, so I understand. He thought he just didn't want to upset me, so I get it. But boy, that was funny. Oh man. But yes, in all seriousness, I was devastated to find out that I didn't want to say this to him. I gave him the whole spiel. It's okay, bud. I'm not mad at you that you're a Chiefs fan. I'm not mad, okay? But I told him, I said, I'm not upset that you're not a Bills fan. The reason I'm a little irritated is because you picked the team that's winning. You picked this flashy team that, they have the Tyreek Hills, and now they got LaShawn McCoy, and Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the league right now. Thanks, Doug Whaley. That's why I'm a little upset with you. Not upset. I didn't tell him upset. I said, that's why I was a little irritated when you said the Chiefs. He goes, well, Dad, I've been a fan for, a year. I go, you been a fan for a year? And he goes, yeah. I go, no, it's okay. That's okay. That's fine, but no, I'm not mad. But deep down inside, I wanted to drive the truck into a fucking telephone pole. My oldest son, not a Bills fan? I mean, goddamn. I figure the harder I push him away, the more it's going to drive him to you know how it is. You try to shelter your kids, you try to keep them in the house, they're going to be sneaking out and going and fucking finding heroin. You guys know how it goes. You know how it goes. Hussein, oh, that's a deal breaker, huh? Devastating. I disown you. Look at me. I couldn't tell him how I really felt. Ricky Allen goes, I'm sorry, son, your mom has full custody of you now, and then turns the car around. That's what I should have done right there. Gone and dropped him off right to his mother's and said, I'll see you when you're 18, or let me know if you're going to be a Bills fan. That's hysterical. Jay, next it'll be the Pats. Don't you fucking say that. And he said that to me. He goes, I still really hate the Patriots, Dad. And I'm going to be honest with you. It did make me feel a little bit better. Robert, go Bills. I appreciate that, man. Let's go. We're going Bills. We're going today, baby. Who's saying wife cheating on you is better than finding out your son is not a Bills fan? You know what, man? I can't even lie to you. I kind of felt that way. It was kind of like that. I haven't had a chick, my wife or chicks in the past cheat on me much, but high school, it happened. It happens to everyone. And that feeling, that gut feeling, man, that knot in your stomach. I can't lie to you. When my son said I'm a Chiefs fan, it kind of hit me. David, you're getting soft. Yeah, dude, I am getting soft. This is going to be an emotional show for me. The way we started here. Goddamn. Jesus Christ. A couple of stories, boy. You guys want to find out about the G Show, Blindsided Sports, boy. You watch the first, how long we've been on? The first 10 minutes of the show. Goddamn. Let's move it on here. Injury updates. Look, it's a bye week. Not a lot of people are excited about Buffalo Bills right now. Everyone's excited. We're 4-1. It's a beautiful thing. But we got 12 days until football here? We got 11 days till football. Dustin, wife cheating on you with Patrick Mahomes is worse. Is better than the son also liking the Chiefs. That is true. I would be very okay with the first one. If my wife was cheating on me with Patrick Mahomes, I would be more than okay with it. Honey, do your thing. Let's see what we can do here. Get a little child support in this bitch. We live in New York State. What's he going to be making? $35 million a year? $35 million a year. I'm very, very, very familiar with the child support laws in New York State. $35 million. Let's see, times 0.17. That would mean if we had a child, yes, my wife and I would father the child. The young lad would look just like Patrick Mahomes, and I'd fully take him in. My wife and I would be instantly making $5.9 million a year. Patrick Mahomes was good. Get at me, Pat. Wow, I hope no one in my family's watching, especially her mother. Her mother watches this show often, and here I am whoring her daughter out. Goddamn. But seriously, Patrick Mahomes, if for some reason you see this, seriously, shoot me a message. We can talk. Wow. 12 days till football is too long. Yeah, it sucks. But, Dustin Lyons, bro. I know, man. My bad. But it's a good thing because we got injuries going on. Lots of injuries we got to heal up for. Amanda, I've taken my 13-year-old to Bills games. He loves it, but is a Packers fan. Good damn. Nothing like arguing with a 13-year-old about your sports team. I always win. Ugh. That sucks. Ricky Allen, I run the Bills Mafia page. It would be cool if no one had to share this to watch and it would just start and show up. Dude, you run the Bills Mafia page? Yeah. Let's hook it up here. Let's set it up. Really? How many people you got on your page? We could set it up where we just, as soon as we go live, we're here. Joe Nelson, quit digging. Hey, dude, I'll dig all goddamn day. I'm looking for any kind of fucking cop out here. Chuck, hey, I'm here finally. Let's go. Robert, on the 11 days of the bye week, my true love gave to me 4 injuries. Bad ones. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do the update here. Trent Murphy and Cody Ford are in concussion protocol. We all know how that goes. We're not going to hear any updates on them. Hopefully, by the time McDermott does his press conference next Monday, they'll be cleared. Really hoping for that. Charlie Brown's Mafia, Bills Mafia. The Raiders are in the Lost Island of the Misfit Bills. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're going to get into that. Reaching 10K. Yeah, Ricky, let's go. Give him something to watch. I'm here, baby. We got a good show tonight. This is a good show. If you want the Mafia to watch, I was able to sit down for a few hours. These shows take me a goddamn while. I got to put shit together like this. I got some videos for you guys I'm going to be pulling up. Lots of pictures, lots of graphics, lots of details. We're going to be doing a little background piece on Duke Williams. I'm going to let you guys know where he came from, give you guys some details on him. I put together a little video clip for you guys. So this is a good one. Bills Mafia, hashtag, send it out. You guys on Facebook, if you could give it a share, like, comment, all that shit. You guys on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Man, I'm trying to, you guys are here. A lot of you guys are here. I'm trying to grow this motherfucker. We in this bitch. Let's go. Shirts are coming soon. I've been saying it for 3 months. Goddamn. All right. So Trent Murphy, Cody Ford in concussion protocol. Hopefully they clear. Mitch Morse, we got the ankle. It didn't seem to be too serious. He was limping during the game. We all saw that. Oh, man. Still kind of sick, too. But Morse, with that being said, Morse was on the sidelines ready to go if they had another injury, another guy go down. Ryan Bates fucking played well. Better than Ryan Bates was John Feliciano. That dude is a monster. You watch some of the clips from that game, shoving dudes all over the place. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it all year round. John Feliciano might be the MVP of this O-line. Fuck. Mitch Morse has had his struggles. We're giving that motherfucker $11 million a year. John Feliciano has played just as good, maybe if not better, than Mitch Morse. What a sign. What a sign for Brandon Beane. Let's go. Matt Milano got a hamstring. Matt Milano's got a hamstring. Sucks. We know how hamstrings are. It could be a week, 2 weeks. It could be, look at Singletary. Singletary's been out since what? Game 2 against the Giants he pulled up? It's 2 weeks. He's been out for 3 weeks, going on 4 with the bye. Hopefully he's back. But that's the thing with Milano. We don't know. We're going to find out more Monday. We'll find out if he's day-to-day, week-to-week, that kind of thing. Man, hamstrings are usually a couple weeks. And that leading right into Singletary, Taron Johnson, hamstrings. They said McDermott pretty much alluded to the fact that if we weren't going into the bye, they probably both would have went last week. But because of the fact that they were this close to be having 2 weeks off, we're going to let Taron Johnson, we're going to let Devin Singletary sit it out. And thankfully, we didn't need him. We got the win, 4-1, with our guys getting healthy, going into the bye week. It's huge. Great game plan, great team management overall by McDermott. Absolutely love it. Let's get to some of these comments here. Hussein Feliciano is a goon. Cody Ford, I'm okay with him sitting on the sideline while Bates gets action. I would like to see it. I'd like to see Bates play because, man, I'm so sick of shitting on Cody Ford, but he has just played not very good this year. He's had flashes of greatness. He's played really well for stretches, but he's also got burned a lot, and when you see Josh Allen getting pressure on him, a lot of the times it's Cody Ford. Dustin, well, good thing you and I can start against the Dolphins and win. Yeah, absolutely. I'd probably make a decent right tackle anyways. Your boy's athletic. I got the fire feet. COD player, what part of New York do you live in? I live in Rochester. I'm in Rochester too, man. Greece. I'm in Greece, New York. Grew up in Kendall. Born and raised in Kendall, baby. Proud. You guys want to know where I'm at? Kendall, New York. Farm town, USA, baby. Right on the lake. Lake Ontario. Robert, Duke played at Auburn University, went to CFL for a bit. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Mary, we are playing the Dolphins next week so we can rest up. Yeah, I don't like to be one of these guys that, likes to look over games, but we 5-1, guys. We 5-1. Okay, not really. But the fact that we're playing the Dolphins after the bye, what a blessing. I'm in Gates. Dude, I lived on Southridge Drive. I just moved off of Southridge Drive. right off of Elm Grove. So you must have been close to me. Mark, I'd like to see trades for Trent Williams and Melvin Gordon. See, I've been hearing that. I would be all in on a Trent Williams trade. If we can get him for cheap enough, great. And the Redskins are a fire sale right now. They're an absolute dumpster fire. Jay Gruden, what a mess. Now their new coach, he's talking like an idiot. If they're going to send Trent Williams anywhere, let's make a move for him. Fuck it. The problem is, I like our old line. I guess you could put Feliciano at left guard, Morse at center, Cody Ford at right guard, Trent Williams. But Ty and Secchi's playing well too. I don't know about Trent, but I do disagree with Melvin Gordon. We're gonna move on here, guys. But I don't agree with Melvin Gordon. I think Devin Singletary is gonna show that he could be a long-term running back for us, at least 4 to 6 years. I think he's gonna be a stud when he gets out of here. Let's see what you have to say. Besides cap space, which we have plenty of, the idea of having Gordon Singletary for the next 3 to 4 years would be amazing. Gordon Singletary, Brown, Beasley, Williams, Knox. That's some really good targets and assets for the Allen. Yeah, I think that's a good point. The Singletary, Gordon for the future, for the long term is a good point. But I also don't agree with investing heavily into a running back. If you look at some of the best teams in the NFL and some of the best teams that have been continued success, they don't really invest in wide receivers. They don't really invest in running backs. Really, I mean, break it down. What running backs have the Packers invested in? The Chiefs, the Patriots. These guys, they're not spending big bucks on running back. And if we trade for Melvin Gordon, you're gonna have to spend big bucks on him. And we got some guys that are gonna be wanting some money soon. Trey Day's gonna want money. Not too soon, which is why I love this team right now. But I'm out. I'm in on Trent, out on Melvin. Jay, Gordon would cost too much. Bean isn't having it. Yeah, I agree. Jason, do we need to make a move on number 1 wide receiver? Keep hearing the Pats are looking into A.J. Green. I don't think we could go with Green because of the simple fact of, A, he's going to want a lot of money. B, if we get this guy, if we make another trade for a wide receiver compared to Kelvin Benjamin, and he comes out and he gets hurt, not only is it another failed wide receiver trade, but it's another guy we got from fucking Cincinnati that can't stay on the goddamn field. We already got Tyler Kroft that can't stay on the field. What a win for Cincinnati getting rid of that guy. But they are also winless, so fuck them. But if we can get him for dirt cheap, I'm all in. Dirt cheap, A.J. Green, send him. Stephon Diggs, a little bit more expensive, maybe a second-round pick, and another player, another type Shaq Lawson type guy. I'm okay with that. But it's got to be cheap. We can't be sending a first-round pick for A.J. Green. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. It would never happen. It would never happen. Shout out to Wegmans. Wegmans Water. You're looking for a sponsor? G-Show's here. We're looking for sponsors. Dustin Lyons, who's saying, yup, and Dawkins always projected better at guard because he's kind of slow. Mark, A.J. Green would lessen Allen's chance of getting picked by the Pats. Yes, he would. Chuck, the only wide receiver I want for a trade is Hopkins. Wow. That's a hell of a – I could tell you what, the Texans are not trading Hopkins. AJ is injury prone. Yes, he is. Patrick, Sean McDermott's Blue Army. Let's go. Adam Robinson, what does the offense need to do to put more points up? Pocket time seems good. Josh seems to be holding the ball too long. Our receivers are just not getting open. It's turnovers, my man. It's 100% turnovers, and I got some stats to prove that to you guys tonight. But we're moving on here. We got to talk about the Zay trade a little bit. Okay, I've heard a lot of mixed signals here. I've seen a lot of Bills fans shitting on it, shitting on the deal. What? All we got was a 2021 fifth-round pick? What do you mean? How is that even possible? That's the best we can get? I get it. I totally get it because we traded up in the second round a couple of years back for him. And he was looking really good out of college. But he became irrelevant in this offense, guys. Last year he was relevant because we had no talent. There was no talent. And now that we brought some talent in, he has fallen down the depth charts, and he's got no juice. No juice. He's literally become irrelevant. So, with that being said, we pull up Duke. Look at, right, Zay's done not shit this year. Okay? I've been saying it since fucking training camp. I hate to be the I told you so, guys, but I'm on the fucking money with a lot of this shit. Who's saying? My man Fingles. Dustin Lyons. You guys that have been rolling with me. Shivas. Give me some goddamn props. I've been saying let's trade Zay's ass since training camp, before the preseason games, when he had more value. We probably could have got a fourth this year for him, maybe even a third. Regardless, the fact that he has become completely irrelevant in our offense, in an offense that's hungry for wide receivers and hungry for more targets, and the Raiders still wanted to trade a 5th-round pick for him. Guys, do not forget, Taron Johnson was a 4th-round pick. Might as well have been a goddamn 5th. Matt Milano, 5th-round pick. Daryl Johnson, 7th-round pick. Daryl, one of our top-tier, most highly percentage played snaps. Daryl Johnson, 7th-round pick. Tommy Sweeney, 7th-round pick. Brandon Beane, this front office, they know what they're doing when it comes to draft time. So the fact that we got a 5th-round pick, I don't care if it's a 2027 draft. For this guy that was probably going to get cut, amazing. Amazing. Love it. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Jay Williams throwing a Nick Tahoe's garbage plate. Woo! Tell them to sponsor me. I'll eat them while I'm fucking doing the show. I'll have a garbage plate every time we're live, baby. Let's go. He got me hungry. Joe, can't live with the past. This was the proper move. 5th for Zay will do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Zay Jones' dad thinks he's LeVar Ball also. Yeah, they just need to shut up. They're only hurting him. I saw his mom said, and just like that, his mom said on Twitter, and just like that, we're fans of the Raiders. Yeah, and just like that, you can suck the Blindsided squad's dick. Sorry, Mrs. Jones. Open up, and we're going to put it in there. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Dom, we give you the props. Thank you. Thank you, Dom. Thank you. Dustin's, yeah, I think they tried trading him during the camp, but they couldn't. Who said, no, you got that, but I was also on the same page with you. And I've been on Team Duke from the first day we got him and looked him up. Miss Jones could get it. Goddamn, girl. What's up with you, Miss Jones? Mrs. Jones and me. Na, 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 na. Oh, God. That's the Blindsided next move. I'm going to make a music video. Oh, never mind. I'm not going there. But regardless, moving on. Fuck Zay Jones. Hey, I appreciate the effort. You know, last year you showed some promise, but when we brought more competition in, we brought more talent in, you slithered your way out of there just like Mrs. Jones after I fucking put one in her. Okay. I really hope my wife's not watching. Okay. Moving along. We signed our guy Perry, Sonoris Perry, okay? Everyone's like, whoa, why? Who's this guy? Why are we signing him again? We already caught him. Why are we signing him? It's a great special teams move. Something we could always use help in. Bolstering our special teams. Corey Thompson's down with the ankle, who's a big special teams player for us. So this is a big signing. Last year on a Dolphins team that was actually halfway decent. They weren't great, but they were a pretty good special teams unit. Sonoris Perry led the team in tackles. I just lost a bunch of viewers after I said I was going to drop a load of Mrs. Jones. I mean a significant percentage. It's funny because, okay. Wow. So, Sonoris Perry, I'm on board. I love it. I love the signing. And you know what it also shows me is that we don't think we need help. We don't need another wide receiver. We don't need another DN. We don't need another O lineman. They're happy with where we're at with our positional groups, and we just want to bolster up the special teams unit. Love it. They've given Heath Farwell a lot of flexibility this year. I mean, they got Trey White out there. They had Zay out there. They got Duke out. I mean, they have Kevin Johnson. I've seen Taron Johnson. I mean, they've had starters on the special teams unit. It's a good thing. Mark Sucky. Peterman needs a friend. It was recommended by the team mental health staff. Wow. Papa, Nick Fresh, let's not forget his dumbass hotel incident. Yeah, he went through some mental shit, man. Zay went through some mental shit, and I can't sit here and say, like, I'm not going to judge him for it. He went through his own shit. He came out, and, you know, he was a little bit better, hopefully. Hopefully he's in a good place mentally, but he didn't have it physically. You should make a video with Dan Mitchell. God damn it, dude. That's like the 6th person that said that to me. The 6th. I hit him up on Twitter, and we were talking about doing something. I suggested because he's also not afraid to fucking drop an F-bomb, and he's not really PG. He kind of shoots a shit. He jokes around a little bit. Do I think he's as good as the G Show? No. Fuck Dan Mitchell. No, I'm just kidding. But I suggested we do like a top 10 video, like a top 10 least favorite players in the AFC East, and just roast whoever we want to roast. We pick 5 players each, and we just shit on them. just because he seems like he's got a sense of humor. But I'm open to anything. Somebody tell him to get at me. I mean, look I'm waiting for him. Joe Goff here. Hashtag load dropper. Oh God, that's what they'll call me. That's what Mrs. Jones calls me. If she tweets, somebody chop this video up and send this out to Mrs. Jones, and you can tag it. Hashtag G Show is hashtag load dropping in you. Right, eye contact, Mrs. Jones. What up, girl? Goddamn, load dropping. What up, Mr. Jones? You want some of this? Oh, it's so creepy, so creepy. What number will Perry be wearing? Hopefully, fucking 32. Hopefully 32. So O.J. Simpson will come out and do a Twitter video on it. Be hysterical. If I cannot have this whole show be about me dropping a load and Mrs. Jones and talking about O.J. Simpson. We got to move on to Bills talk. Jesus. Who said Sonoris Perry better live on special teams. He better not handle no goddamn football. That's all I'm saying. He's a big guy. He's a big back. I liked what he did in preseason a little bit. Jay, the Raiders won't fix Zay's situation. Do the roast. Nice, man. Nice. Nice. All right, we got to move on. Okay. I wanted to give you guys, because I know a lot of you guys know all about Duke, but for you guys that don't, I wanted to drop some background information on this guy. I started doing some deep diving after this game. I really wanted to find out what he's all about, where he came from. I knew he had troubles here and there and whatnot, so I jotted down some notes. I wanted to hit you guys with him. He comes from a rough upbringing. Look, he moved, I think it was California. I think he moved from California. He went there to Louisiana, and he grew up in a shitty neighborhood. I mean, it's like the stereotypical, rough, rowdy shootings, drugs, murders. He grew up in that fucking neighborhood. Parrish. I believe it was Parrish, Louisiana. I could be wrong on that. He might be just around that area. For first 2 years right out of high school, he went to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. First year he did pretty good. Second year he blew up the second year, but between the 2 years he was averaging over 1,000 yards per season and 13 touchdowns. I think he finished with just over 2,000 yards and 26 touchdowns for his career. So he was the number one player out of JUCO, right? Number one player out of JUCO, leaving Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and he was wherever he wanted to go, he was going to go, right? LSU wanted him, his home college. I mean, he grew up in Louisiana. LSU wanted him, and he committed to LSU, right? Right? Changes his mind last minute. He says, fuck it, I'm too close to home. There's too much crime. I don't want my boys coming to visit me and getting in trouble. I don't want them to come visit me and me get in trouble. It's too close to home. I'm out. I'm out. I can't be reading these comments while I'm trying to get serious. I look and Dustin Lyons deep diving on Mrs. Jones' puss. Come on. We're a serious show. We're stand-up, all right? We're a stand-up show here. We're professional, all right? Moving on. No more fucking talking about Zay Jones' mother's pussy. God. So, with that being said, he said all that shit, decommitted from LSU, committed to Auburn. 1 week later, his fucking cousin, I can't remember her name. She was a female. His cousin gets shot and murdered at a family party, right? And I think it was a drive-by. I could be wrong on that also, but she was shot and killed a week after he decommitted. So, seemed like it was a good move. Obviously, terrible, devastating, family friend, but he grew up in this. This is kind of like the way he grew up. Murders and shit like that happening all the time. Devastating. It was the 10th murder in that town that happened that year. I jotted that note down. So, really quick, Steve Davis, Mississippi Gulf Coast defensive coordinator, lived in the dorms with players and spoke to Williams often about his future. Williams left school 3 times. Listen to this. He left school 3 times to attend funerals of family and friends, including his 16-year-old cousin. This is a quote from his defensive coordinator who was close with Williams. He'd go home and you never were sure he'd come back, but he always did, Davis said. He graduated with a 3.3 GPA and did a great job, but there was always questions like if he was going to go challenge the person who killed his cousins, things like that. So, that's just the kind of shit he grew up in, man. And I wanted to. It's crazy because you do a deep dive into Mrs. Jones' puss. I'm sorry, into Duke Williams and his upbringing, and it's like, man, you see why he could have the problems that he did, why he had the attitude issues, why he was getting into fights in Auburn, why he was getting, It's hard, man. We sit there and people judge and say, fuck that kid. He's got all the talent in the world, and I can't believe he's wasting his opportunity. No. Yeah, you could say that all you want, but at the end of the day, you are a product of your environment. And when you grow up in that type of situation, I can't imagine, because I didn't grow up in that situation. I grew up in a farm town where it was fucking no crime at all. We left our doors unlocked at all times. So I can only imagine that growing up around drugs, gangs, shooting, shit like that, it's got to be hard to break that. It's got to be hard to break that system. So I give him props. But regardless, committed to Auburn, receivers coach. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Called Williams a once-in-a-lifetime player just a few days after signing with the Tigers. First game, 9 catches. First game with Auburn, 9 catches, 154 yards and a touchdown. Balling, right? Balling. As time went on, he got into some trouble, was late for practices, couple suspensions. What's his name? Malzahn there, the Auburn coach. He sent him home a couple times, trying to hang on to this kid. But eventually, the big thing that happened was the bar fight, right? He got into a bar fight. I tried to find video of it, couldn't find it anywhere. But apparently he knocked out 4 dudes, punched at least 4 dudes, and broke his teammate's jaw. His teammate's jaw, broke it, snapped it. His teammate was out for the year. And our boy Duke Williams was gone off of Auburn. Devastating. You think at this time, you're this kid with all this problem and all this drama and all this shit, you're thinking you might be fucking done, right? No. He owned up to it. He started changing his life, started making amends. He started going to counseling. He was going to therapy a couple times a week. He had a quote, "Now I look at life totally different." This is after he got in that Auburn trouble. I look at life totally different. Not everybody's against me. Not everybody wants to hurt me. There's people out here who are cheering for me. I just look at the positives. Obviously went undrafted. Signed by the Rams, cut before the season started. Went 2 years in the CFL. Signed with the Edmonton the Eskimos. And he balled out. First year, he played pretty well. Second year there, led the CFL in receiving yards at just over 1,500 yards. Looked like an absolute stud. I could have read you a shit ton of quotes about all the high things that his coaches had to say about him. Endless about his mentality, his work ethic, the type of person he is, the fact that he was able to turn his life around. The coaches in Edmonton absolutely loved the guy. Absolutely loved him. So, after he balled out in the CFL, Bills, a team hungry for wide receivers, decided to give him a shot. Here's the shot. He gets his final playing time. Look at training camp. He didn't do that well. I was saying in training camp, I was like, everyone was asking me, Duke, because I was at every training camp. He was not standing out. And looking back, hindsight being 2020, I'm thinking it took him a while to get the playbook down. The Rams didn't give him the opportunity to stick around, to figure out the offense. They didn't give him that chance to build up the momentum, that you need to establish a relationship with a franchise, especially an NFL franchise. So the fact that he got cut, didn't get claimed by waivers, and the Bills were able to keep, kind of stirring that mac and cheese, letting him stir in that pot, I think it's a big deal. And we all know what he did with the situation here. He gets called up. We're hungry for a wide receiver, and what's he do? He balls out. I got a little clip here. Let's play this video for you guys real quick. Hang on one second.
His first down up. Allen fakes the handoff to the end zone. It's caught. Duke Williams for the touchdown. Elevated from their practice squad just this past Friday, he has given the Bills a 6-point lead. Little play action pass to clear out the middle, and then look at this route. Let's widen them out and then run the skinny. How about Allen? Reads the defense, got the open alley, and delivers a strike for a touchdown.
Congrats, baby! Turn that shit up, turn that shit up! Turn that shit up, baby! Long journey. Finally play it off. Respect to the Most High, man. Let's go!
thank my teammates, thank the coaches, the GM, and everybody in the organization for giving me this opportunity, you know. And the crazy thing is, I was crying before this game in the mirror because it took me a long time to get back here. And I know everybody probably was like, he ain't gonna do it, but I just stayed down. I had to humble myself, grew as a man, and start to put everybody else first besides myself. It's not about me, it's about our team, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do.
I love that shit right there. Come on. Come on. What a story right there. What a story. Dude has gone through the ringer. Family members dying, growing up in a shitty town, getting in trouble, blowing his shot at a big school like Auburn. You go to fucking Canada to get humbled. You're playing football in Canada. Nobody comes from the couple. Warren Moon. There's been a couple guys that came from Canada and balled out, right? This guy comes from Canada after being humbled, gets a chance with the Bills, gets cut, keeps working. And like I said before, I was on the sideline at that Bengals game the whole time. He was on the practice squad, just eating that shit up, getting the crowd pumped up the whole time. The whole time. All about the team, all about it. You could tell. It's clear. It's obvious. And he gets his shot, and he goes out there and balls. 4 catches, 4 targets, brings them all in, 29 yards, game-winning touchdown. That's a goosebump story. That's a story that you don't see often. You don't see those. That's a movie shit. Hopefully the movie's not over. Hopefully, he could keep this thing going and become a Bills receiver and really contribute for years to come. That would be great. Regardless, though, if this is where a story ended, if he became, just a decent piece, played for a couple years and then went his own way, what a beautiful story. Great shit, Duke Williams. Absolutely awesome. Brilliant shit. Brilliant shit. Jay, Boondocks Bills called on the Duke bro. Reserve Louisiana is like Avenue D in The Rock. So you know The Rock, boy. Wow. Avenue D. Wow. Great call, man. I've worked quite a bit in the city, and I used to actually work on Avenue D. So I know what you're talking about, right? And that's I know it's a really shitty area. So, man, he grew up in some shitty times. It's so cool to see somebody come out of it like that. David Reed, feel good story of the year. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dustin Lyons Leesma said people just want to be around Duke. He has some magnetism, will be a star. Dude, let's hope, guys. What if Duke Williams just comes out here and balls out? The thing I love about that motherfucker is the fact that when he catches the ball, you could see it. You could see that he's fucking hungry. He just wants to wreck somebody. Boy, when he caught that ball, he was looking for a defender to hit. We've all seen the highlight of him at the CFL. The DB was saying, come on, let's go, Duke, let's go. And he trained him, plowed him over like I plowed Mrs. Jones. Got that Jones puss, girl. Woo! Who say the fans showing up like that was the best thing I've seen as a Bills fan in a long time. That was awesome. It was so cool. That was so cool. Hey, another story here. I got another clip for you guys. We're turning into a clip show here. We're turning into a clip show. I got something good for you. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it. Okay, people are talking shit about the tables. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, Facebook, blah, 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 saying, where are the tables from? Bills Mafia, stop wrecking tables. I say, fuck that shit. I say, fuck that. We want more tables. Really, though, more tables. The more the better. Let's go. Let's watch this thing.
Oh my God!
Yeah! This dude's all pumped up. He's in He's in Nashville, getting the crowd going. Hey guys, I'm gonna break this table. I'm gonna break this table. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Completely unconscious. Missed it by a mile. I love it. I love it. Look at all these people creeping in here, all the women. You know, you hear this chick scream. Listen for the chick scream. Listen for it. Listen. That shit drives me nuts. Every time that there's any kind of traumatic event or anything going on, there's always that one chick that is obnoxiously screaming. Woo! Like that's doing anything. There's always the chick that's doing that. Jesus. Well, at least he broke the table in his face and his arm. Dan Fingles, did he actually break his hip? I heard he was just like he had a really bad concussion. Bills Mafia, I think Eric Wood said he thought the fans were booing, but they with the Duke thing. Yeah, no. But when it comes to the tables, guys, I'm all in. Keep the table videos coming. You guys go to a Bills game, get the video of the tables being smashed. We're moving on. Look at, I can't believe we've been going for 45 minutes already. God damn. I love you sons of bitches. Blindsided Squad, we in this bitch. You guys that are listening on the podcast, 5-star review. Hit that subscribe button. YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Give it the thumbs up. Come on. Hit the thumbs up real quick. Facebook, do the same. Hit the like. Do the little laugh face. Like our page. Let's go. Fingles, I just wanted to know how he thought that could end well. Look, you get boozed up. You get trash, man. You think you could do pretty much whatever the fuck you want. I do it all the time. That's how me and Mrs. Jones got close. I mean, I saw her from across the bar. I was lit. I slid over. I said, Mrs. Jones and me. And she was into it. She likes big guys with red beards, okay? So, hey, look I got a new subscriber. One of you guys on YouTube, you listening? My boy Papa Nick, let's go. Let's go. Blindsided Squad, we in this bitch. All right, but let's talk about this D real quick, boys. Woo! How many points do you think we're giving up a game? How many points? 14 points per game. We have to score on average 15 points a goddamn game to get wins. This defense is disgusting. I love this poster here. It's a beautiful thing. It shows our fucking defense is a goddamn horror movie. That's what it is. It's a horror film. No quarterback is going to play good against our D. I'm certain of it. Unless there's a major injury, I don't know. Papa Nick, you my guy, man. Miss Jones talking about this D. Let's go. It's not the G show. It's the D show, boy. And I'm laying it down on the Mrs. Jones. Zay, what's good? What's good? I did it for Jesus, my man. I did it for the Lord. Okay? Mrs. Jones was calling, and the D show slid on in there. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck. Tony, if you're going to be able to do a table jump, please make sure you can pull it off without making Mafia look bad. Hey, look at Mafia looks. Look, the more videos we have of guys being concussed and miss the tables, the better in my eyes. Papa, did you hear Colin Cowherd say that we have the best D in the league? Of course we have the best D in the league. Of course we do. I'm waking up the fucking family. Number one defense in the NFL. I've been saying it all year. The fact that we had our fucking Vegas over-under was 6 wins this year. 6! People say we don't have the best D in the league. You kiss our ass. Who in the world thought that we were going to have 6 goddamn wins this year? You fucking idiots. No attention nationally. Ever. Yeah, we had the best D in the league. We've had the best D in the league last year. Okay? And now we only got better. We get that all of our guys in a defensive scheme. It's all the same. Leslie Frazier just taking it to another level. Tremane's only better. Do not forget. He's the 6th youngest player in the NFL. Our starting middle linebacker is still, he's in his 2nd year leading the best defense in the NFL. There's 5 players that are younger than him. 5. Our defense is disgusting, and it's going to be for a long fucking time. Yeah, Colin Cowherd, welcome to the fucking party. We've been fucking getting trash, breaking tables for 2 years now on this defense. You fucking idiot. Oh, yeah, the Bills defense, they got really something special going on there, guys. They may be the best defense in the NFL. Yeah, no shit. You fucking idiot. Sorry. Jesus. Ryan, the thing that gets me through this bye week is knowing that we're going to shit on the Dolphins the following week. Yes, that and the fact that we're getting healthy. A lot of injuries. Jake, G-Show, what up, boy? Let's go. Papa. That is the exact reaction I wanted with that question. Fucking national media drives me insane. You know who drives me even more insane? Is the local media. The Sal Capaccios, these Thad guys. You know, I try reaching out. I say, hey, what's good? You know, hey. You know, these motherfuckers don't want anything to do with the G Show. Fuck them. Fuck them. We're rolling with the Blindsided squad in this bitch. We're rolling. We're rolling here. Just me and Mrs. Jones and Dustin Lyons. Let's go. And Hussein and all you other guys that watch. I appreciate you motherfuckers. Hey, speaking of defense, Mike Shope can kiss his ass. I burn bridges. That's what I do. All I do is burn bridges. You want a relationship with me? I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn it. Unless you offer me something really great. You offer me something great, I'll hang on. You know, I'll do what I can to hang on here. But if you're an asshole or you're disrespectful or you're kind of shady, whatever, I'm going to set that bridge on fire. Never again. Daryl Johnson, part of this defense, 7th round pick. Brandon Bean, I love you. I love you, Brandon Bean. Somebody, my God. 7th round pick, PFF, all-week team. Our 7th round pick, defensive end, after a sack and a blocked field goal. Huge blocked field goal. I thought it was just a duff. I thought it was a terrible kick, and turns out Daryl Johnson, our 7th round pick, our guy, got that block. Absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. What a beautiful thing. I've been saying anything under 11-5 would be a disgrace for this team. Can you believe that we're averaging 14 points a game defensively? And if you take away, I got something for you guys. I got a stat for you here. You take away the pick six and the blocked punt, you know, the special teams and the offensive touchdowns, you take those points away, just what the other team has scored on offense against our defense, we're giving up 10.6 points per game. Josh Allen, stop turning the ball over. We'll win every goddamn game. We have to score 11 points per game. 11. You have to score 11. Our defense is not only the best in the NFL, it's going to go down as one of the best of all time. Maybe I'm a little hard on the hype train. Let's wait 6-7 more weeks. Let's face some stiffer competition here. But our defense is disgusting. Papa, I set the bar at 10 games in the preseason. It seems like that's a floor now. I've been saying since day one, since training camp, 12-4. I don't see why we cannot go 12-4. Breaking news. Breaking news. Brian McCann retires. Why is that breaking news on my phone? I don't follow. Why is that breaking news? Who the fuck cares about Brian McCann? I mean, what? Fucking damn it, I'm still sick. Worked up tonight. I didn't think there was any way I was going to get it worked up here. What a shit show. Ryan Anger, Corey Manners hasn't tried to off himself yet. Yeah. Ricky Allen, I hate the injuries the week after the bye week. Yeah, hey, look at it. If there's ever going to be a time where we get hit with the injury bug, whew, this is it. This is it right here. So, another thing with this team, defense in general, your boy, I created this. I mean, I'm just pulling up all these pictures that your boys create. Look, if you don't follow us on Instagram, make sure you do. I'm always posting shit. I'm going to throw this up there. Oh, never mind. It's not up there. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Look at this is a full-time fucking job. I got kids and a wife, a business, and this is taking up more time than any of it. I'm posting on Instagram. I'm trying to tweet shit out. I'm trying to go live and create videos on YouTube. I'm trying to create a fucking dynasty in this bitch. You guys that are watching, give the man some love. I don't need any love. I mean, like, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because this is taking your boy some time for free. I'm spending money. I wish you guys could see the setup right here. I'm going to take a picture and post it. I'm taking a picture and I'm posting it. This is, it's elusive out here. We got a lot of things going on here. So, sorry, Road Dogs, 3-0 on the road. We're 4-1. We're 3-0 on the road. What a beautiful thing. Come on. I don't care who you're playing in the NFL. Have we had an easy schedule? Yeah, we've had a pretty easy schedule this year. But when you're 4-1 and 3 of your wins are on the road against any NFL team, impressive. Fucking impressive. I'm changing my overall record to 15-1. Hussein, let's go, baby. All in. All in. Joe, they gave up 10 runs in the first inning in an elimination game. I retired too. I saw that. I saw it. Terrible. Jay Williams, breaking news. Sabres are real this year, beating the Habs right now. Yeah, I keep hearing Sabres talk, man. I'm not a huge Sabres fan. I've talked about it before. But I always say I talked about it before. Like, yeah, I've talked about a lot of shit before. I got to stop saying that shit. But I'm a Sabres guy. I follow from afar. You know, show me they're a good team, and I'll hop on the bandwagon. It's not like the Bills. Bills could be 0-16. I'm watching every game. Papa Nick, what's your Twitter handle? BSS, Blindsided Sports, _G Show. BSS _G Show. My guy, Papa Nick. Spread the word. Spread the word. You know, look at you guys that are on Twitter or Facebook. You know, you share it or you retweet something on Twitter and say, "Hey, stay tuned." That's how we get. That's how we grow. Word of mouth. That's how I grew my landscape company. All my customers calling their friends. Hey, man, it's all you guys. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just sit here and shoot the shit, and read you guys' comments. You guys blowing it up, letting people know. Endlessly appreciate it. I love you, motherfuckers. Blindsided Squad is a real thing. Our guy, Josh Allen. Moving on. We know how good the fucking defense is. We know how good they are. They're going to win us every game we win. Every game. We're never going to blow a goddamn team out. I want to see it. I want to see it. Well, we got to change some things, though. One thing I love about this game is the way they changed the game plan up. We weren't going over the top. We weren't trying to have the deep ball constantly. He was working on the short to intermediate routes, and that's where I want to see him at consistently. What's your Instagram? What's my Instagram? That's a good question. That's a good question. I can tell you right now. I should know this. First thing that pops up is a fucking picture of Ray McLeod. Do you want to see? Ray McLeod. God damn it, Ray. It is Buffalo _Bills _BSS. I don't know if that's the name. Buffalo Bills BS Sports. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I'm just trying to learn how Instagram works. Instagram's a crazy place. So's Twitter. I got this Facebook thing down pretty good. YouTube's going okay. Papa Nick, Ginger Balls 420. Hey, man, I got a red beard, not a fucking red hair. Easy on the ginger bombs, dude. That is hysterical, though. If my fucking Instagram name was Ginger Balls 420, that's good, dude. I like that. I like that a lot. We need a running game, Pedro. Absolutely, yes, we do. Kevin O'Brien, 15-1. Home field all the way to Super Bowl. I got a feeling. I love it, dude. We're on the train. We're on the hype train. No, but in regards to Allen, I love the way we were working the game. Man, those short intermediate stuff, he was fucking money. At halftime, he was 17 of 21. 17 of 20. Well, this is going to be a long show, guys. We're going to be going for at least another 20 minutes here. 15 anyways. Oh, I got a new follower. Who we got? Connor and Limkinder. I got a feeling that's Papa Nick. But he was 17 of 21. 4 incompletions, right? 2 throwaways and 2 drops. Come on. Could you have a better fucking first half against this Titans D that has a nasty secondary? If we had a little bit more fucking running game and Singletary could open it up and their defense could respect the run game even more, even though Frank Gore had a great game, we're loving Frank Gore. Singletary's going to add another element. And the way Josh Allen played that first half was money. We're 4th in the NFL in percentage of plays that are passes in the first half, right? You know who's first, second, and third? I believe, don't quote me. Well, you can quote me. Fuck it. I fucked Mrs. Jones. First, I think it's Chiefs, Rams, Saints. If it's not the Saints, it's the fucking Eagles. 3 great teams who have pretty good records this year, but Rams... Rams and the Chiefs are the top dogs. And number 4, the Bills. We're passing the ball. That's the type of offense we're going to. Brian Dable knows it. Sean McDermott knows you need to be able to pass the ball to win in this league. Obviously, the run game is important as well. But they're trusting Josh Allen, and it's fucking working. All he's got to do is limit those fucking turnovers, the fumbles and the interceptions. Play the exact way you did last game. Keep playing that way. And we're going to turn this bitch around. We turn this thing around. Boy, we're 8th in first downs in the NFL. That's huge. What a jump from last year. 8th in first downs. We're 3rd in time of possession. That's a really great stat. That means we're controlling the ball. That means we're moving the ball down the field. at will. Third in time of possession, but last in turnovers. We're tied for last in turnovers with the amount of turnovers we've had this year, and we're still 4-1. You know what that says? It says there's a shit ton of room for improvement. I shouldn't be swearing this much. God damn it. I can't stop swearing. It's because I get emotional. Boy, the tides have turned since the start of this show. I'm sitting here laughing, shooting the shit, talking about how pumped up I am about the Bills. God. Boy, that sucks. But yeah, sorry. Fuck, I wish I didn't think of that. Yeah, lots of room for improvement with this team. It's a beautiful thing. I say it all the time. It's a beautiful fucking thing. We're only going to get better. In general, this year with this offense and for years to come. And we're going to talk about that, why we're going to be so much better in years to come as well. Red zone percentage. Another stat that's going for our offense. First, you guys listening on the podcast, I'll drop it for you guys. Number 1, Seahawks, 76.5%. Number 2, Texans, 73.3%. All of the NFL. Moving on. All of the NFL. Red zone success percentage. Red zone TD percentage. Bills, third in the NFL when they get inside the 20. We're scoring touchdowns 71.4% of the time. Our offense is making moves. Brian Dable is the man this year. We've made some mistakes. Josh Allen needs to fix it, a lot of the fuck-ups, and he took a big step last week. He came out against a Titans defense that's got a good secondary, and they're just really good in general, okay? And he made his improvements. And 71% in the red zone. That means when we get in the fucking red zone, we're scoring touchdowns, we're not kicking field goals, which has been a problem for us for the last 10 goddamn years. Dustin, notice all the teams on the list have mobile quarterbacks. Seahawks, Texans, Cowboys, yeah. Packers even. Rodgers can move. Wentz can move. That's a great point. That's where this league's moving to. And we got one of the best. We have literally the guy with the strongest arm who is right up there with the fastest, most mobile. He's elusive in the backfield, guys. I think he's only going to get better. His pocket presence is only going to get better. If he can continue to work on making smart plays the way he did against the Titans, if we can just keep that part of his game getting better and his touch on the deep balls, boy, we got something special on our hands here. I'm really excited to see this offense once Duke and Singletary get back. The fact that we have Duke now that could be a serious weapon. He's going to be a red zone guy. He's going to be a bully, a bulldog all the way down the field. You know, you hit Duke down the middle, he's going to look to hit somebody. Safeties, linebacker, they're not going to be able to take him down easily. And he's a red zone threat. You bring that in there. You take Zay out, who's been irrelevant. No, teams don't even have to worry about Zay Jones. You bring in Duke. You have the tight end, Duke in the slot even, just kind of like he was lined up when he got the touchdown. John, Cole on the other side. I mean, our offense is going to be different. And Singletary, I can't wait. The Dolphins is going to be kind of like it's kind of going to be like a dream. You know, I think we're going to shit on the Dolphins. Why wouldn't we? But we're going to have to pump the brakes. Already, I can already tell it. I can already say we're going to have to pump the brakes after the Dolphins game and see what we're really looking like. But to see everything gel, to see all these guys and see our offense click with all the pieces healthy, it's going to be exciting to watch. John, I think we are good. I really do. The big game for me will be Philly. Absolutely. Devin Singletary will change the whole look of this offense. I totally agree. Totally agree, Joe. That's a great point. David, best game was the Miami game last year. I want to see him ball out like that again every week. Oh, Daniel, no, you shouldn't. Yes. I said I should stop swearing more. My dad is on here, said no, you shouldn't on Facebook. Daniel Gazer, you're fucking right. We're going to keep the F-bombs going, baby. I'm making you proud here. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, man. Buckshank, when you realize we took Zay in a round before Cup, oh, dude, I already made that whole video. I already went on that rant the last show we did. I went on that rant. I can't talk about it again. My blood pressure will go right through the fucking roof. I'll have a stroke. I go live so much with you guys now. You guys are probably going to see me die anyways. Jesus Christ. Can we talk about the man, the myth, the legend here? Can we talk about him? This is how we're going to wrap the show up. We're going to talk about Bean for a second and what our teams are going to be looking like for the future. We're going to take a look at the schedule to end the show. But I got to talk about this man, the love of my life. I love this guy. Okay? The fact that we got a 5th-round pick out of Zay is beautiful, right? I'm going to read you guys our draft picks for this year's draft and next year's draft. This year, we have a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, 2 5s, and 3 6s. And if you know Bean, having that capital in the back end only means that A, we're going to be moving up and having more picks in the 2nd, 3rd round, or B, drafting studs late in the draft because they're shining when it comes to late round draft picks. 2021, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7. Still, lots of picks in the end. Move up, draft studs, okay? We have a bunch of draft capital. Okay, we're 4-1. Next year, we have $88 million in salary cap available. We're the franchise that has the most wins with the most money and highest. We're up there with draft capital. Braden Bean, you fucking stud. You're on fire. Killing it. Anybody that disagrees with what Bean or McDermott has done in their 3 years, they're fucking delusional. They're delusional. Look at this chart right here. Salary per win. I love this right here. I love this chart. Look at this. Okay? The higher the team up is on the chart is the more money that they're spending on salary for this year, right? The lower is they haven't used much of their salary at all, right? So you want to be on the bottom right of this chart. I'm sorry, I can't tell. The camera's backwards, so this is my right hand, actually. So you want to be this way. No, you want to be down. I can't. At the end of the day, the Bills are exactly where you want to be. The Falcons are not where you want to be. They're spending a shit ton of money and only have 2 wins. Okay, Jets, Redskins, Bengals, terrible. The Niners, they have a bunch of wins, but they also have a ton of salary cap committed. We are, us and the Ravens, I'm actually surprised by how little money the Ravens are spending. The fact that they're doing so well, not as well as the Bills, they got found out. The Ravens are getting found out. Lamar Jackson isn't going to be the next Patrick Mahomes with who's faster, right? They played the Dolphins first. They blew up. Dolphins were a freaking mess. The Ravens got found out a little bit. The Bills are in a beautiful spot here. Love this chart. Perfect. This is a perfect showcase of where we have room to grow. Not only are we super successful, but we have a bunch of money to spend. You know what that means? Our offensive line is going to get better. We have good pieces there right now, but there's a shit ton of room for improvement. Look at lines like the Patriots have. Look at lines like the Eagles have. You know, there's some quarterbacks in this NFL that get a shit ton of time. Okay, and actually, Allen is on the lower end for time allotted in the pocket before he gets pressure. So there's a lot of room to improve on O-line. We're going to get more weapons on offense. You can never have enough weapons. You know, they're going to draft and sign guys. And we're going to get another wide receiver, another tight end to bolster it. And our defense is what it is. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Not only am I excited for this year, and I think we have a shot to make a playoff run because of how good our defense is, we have to see a lot with the offense. The defense is going to have a bad game here and there. We have to see the offense improve, right? I think if we could get to the playoffs, we can go for a run as long as the offense starts gelling. But next year, the next 2 years, with this defense, this young defense, this core of guys that's only going to continue to mesh and gel and play together, and Leslie Frazier is going to implement a system even more, guys, we should be fucking excited. We should be excited. Buffalo Bills, you know when Singletary will be back? I think 100% he'll be back for the Dolphins game. Dustin, Duke, Singletary will, and a healthy Robert Foster. Yeah, Foster would be nice. I'd love to see Foster get going. I'd really like to see that. Joe, Bean is the best. Looks like the best, too. The guy just gets it. Dustin, awesome. How can you not be pumped up when you look at how little money we're spending, how much more we have to spend, the draft capital we have, and the fact that we're 4-1? They fucking took this franchise that was a shit show. I'm sorry. I love Ralph Wilson. He was not doing it right. Ralph was a mess. Okay? He He wasn't doing it right. Terry Pagula came in here. They hired the right guys after Rex Ryan's bum ass. Okay, G-Show came in and fucked Mrs. Jones. Okay, and then they brought in McDermott, brought in Bean, and they turned this entire franchise around. And they took a dumpster fire and turned it into gold. And we should be fucking lit for what is to come, not only this year but for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Let's take a look at the schedule before I roll. We're an hour and 10 minutes deep, and we're still rolling. Miss Jones must have been wasted. No, she couldn't have been more sober. I was wasted. I was trash. But Mrs. Jones wanted the G show. She wanted the D show. No ifs, ands, or buts. Ask her. Somebody hit her up on Twitter. Hey, did you really fuck G show? She's going to say, yeah, he slid it. He put one in me. Oh, my God. Okay, looking ahead of the schedule, we got the Dolphins, 5-1. I don't fucking care what anybody says. We're 5-1. Don't want to look past it. They got some pieces here and there, but they suck dick. They're terrible. They suck more dick than Mrs. Jones. They suck more dick than Zay Jones' mother. Okay? Okay? All right? I should not be saying that. Okay, fuck him. Fuck her. Literally, I did. So 5-1. And then the first big test here. This is a big test. Eagles. Thankfully, they're coming into town. What a fun game that's going to be. Their offense is really good. They've showed flashes. They've been moving the ball really well. Carson Wentz is looking good. Aguilar's looking good. You know, Deshaun Jackson might be back by this time. Ertz. Boy, they got some playmakers. Their defense is no need to do the schedule. We win in all of them. Who's saying? Their defense is nowhere near ours. Okay, so if we can move the ball on the Eagles, I think it's gonna be a win. But it's gonna be a real good test. I think we get to win. And then we got the shit show that is the Redskins. If we go 3-0 these next 3 games, can you imagine if we're 7-1 heading into Cleveland November? Oh my God. And then regardless if we win or lose that game, depending on what type of Browns you get, they suck though. Say we 8-1. Why can't we be 8-1 going into that Cleveland game? Who thinks we're going to lose to the Dolphins? Not me. If we're 5-1 and Eagles are coming into town, it might be a pick 'em, but we might be favored by a point or 2, maybe even 3. Depends on what they do. I wouldn't be surprised. We're definitely going to be favored against the Redskins. We go 7-1, we beat the Browns and go 8-1, and then we got the Dolphins again. That's 9-1, or even 8-2 if we lose to either the Eagles or the Browns. That's 8-2 or 9-1, and then we got the Broncos, the dumpster fire Broncos, the shit show Broncos. That's 10-1. That's 10-1 or 9-2. Holy fucking shit. I tried to convince so many people in my life, let's all pocket our money together. Let's all pool our money together and bet the Bills are going to have more than 6 wins this year because that's what the Vegas had it at. Bills over under wins was 6. 6. That's what the over under was. Let's pool all of our money. And it's a guaranteed win. And then whatever our winnings would be from that, we take it. Say you bet $4,000. So you're gonna win 8. You're gonna win your 4 you bet and your 8 and 4 that your winnings. You take the 8 and you bet it on the Bills winning the Super Bowl. At the time they were 80-1 odds. 80-1 odds. 80-1. That's really not that hard of math, but I'm distracted here. $640,000. $640,000. You're playing with house money, regardless. Even if you do half of that, say you just take the winnings, you recoup what you bet on the over the 6 games. You recoup your 4. You bet your 4 that's going to be a guaranteed winnings after they win more than 6 games, and you put it on. It's $320,000 you could win if the Bills. I don't know. People are fucking delusional. We'll lose Frazier and or Dable if we are this good. I don't know if that's true. I don't think Frazier, man. Boy, he put this D together. But I think the real mastermind of this defense is Sean McDermott. Really think that way. Hussein been a fan for too long. Jack Patrick, me too, bro, since 78. 13 years older than me, 41. The big 41 this year, you guys. Well, look at you two. Both born at 78. So with that being said, 10-1, 9-2 going to Dallas. I'm going to be there for the fucking game. Super lit. Super pumped up. The last 5 games of the year, we beat the Jets week 17. Of course. Of course. But that little stretch there, Cowboys, Ravens, Steelers, Patriots, if we win one of those games, two of those games, if we win two of those games, we're looking at a fucking 12-13 win season here, guys. Lots to be excited about. I have no idea when the next time I'm going to do a show is. I'm hoping I can meet up with Dan Mitchell here and do a collab with him. I don't know. I have no idea. But stay tuned. You guys that haven't already, hit that like on Facebook, comment. You guys on YouTube, thumbs up real quick and hit that subscribe. We lit. We're fucking killing it. Blindsided Squad has never been better. Never been better. You guys are absolutely on fire. Shirts coming soon. Hit us up on Twitter, BSS_G Show. I have no idea what my Instagram handle is, but find us, please. I love you, motherfuckers. We are out of here. Let's go.